Hey everybody. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I wanted to make a video today. Basically, I've actually recently been watching a lot of videos just kind of regarding relationships and the state of relationships in the United States specifically today, and maybe just the West. And ultimately, I wanted to direct this video to women who are maybe 18 to 40, um, and talk about a couple of things as far as, a lot of the videos that I've watched. Basically, it said that there's a lot of women out there in that age range that are having a real hard time finding a husband, or even having long-term relationships. And so I had a couple of thoughts on that. Thought I would share them with you. Maybe you might get something out of this, and maybe it might help you from a guy's perspective. First of all, is the number one thing that I think all women should understand in general is that uh, all relationships with men, um, what you bring to the table when it comes from the other side, and the opinion of the man is just as important as what he brings to the table. And I feel like that there is a large disconnect in what women, um, they're thinking as far as their laundry list of things that they want in a man and how they expect him to treat them, etc. And yet they are very oblivious and just really almost could act like they care less about what they are offering. And Basically, so you have a situation where a lot of women approach dating and relationships that it's 90% about what they're looking for and 10% about what the man is actually looking for in a wife or a mother, or someone that they're going to spend the next 50, 75 years with. Um, And trust me, I get that. I mean, my parents actually were married for 63 years. So, I saw that around me my entire life. And it's not easy at points. And, luckily they were a fairly good match. But they did come from a different time. So, but anyway, getting back to this whole thing is that this is critical in understanding that it's like you as women need to understand that is a 50-50 thing. So, um, you know, who you are, what you are, and the importance of that to a man as far as what you think your importance is, based on all kinds of factors, other women, society, what you've been taught, social media. Your value as a woman, I think, has become very skewed, because basically all you've been told all your life is that, by society, maybe the last 40, 50 years, is that all that matters is just being yourself, and you will find the right person and they will fit with you. And, you need to be confident and you need to, make yourself attractive that way. Um, through your career or being girl boss or whatever. Um, but the big disconnect is that kind of just removes the whole fact that men, really in general, um, especially more alpha men, are really not attracted to that kind of woman. And so you have a lot of heartache out there. You have women that are very beautiful and maybe have a career and feel like they're very successful in life, but they cannot find a man who is a good man, who is going to be a partner with them and, fulfill, have a family, be happy, get along with each other, those kind of things. So, um, I think a lot of this comes really from the fact that uh, you have to look at the past, and this is critical because it's like if you really want to know how to, you know, find a husband, or find the right man, it kind of is highly important to maybe think less about what you want and start thinking more about what that kind of guy would be attracted to. And it's like, that's the key. And it's like, are you going to have a lot of guys that maybe are not at that level that are going to be attracted to you if you become that? Well, yeah. But the fact is that you have to be a woman in the quintessential sense and act like a woman, like women have acted for thousands and thousands of years. You need to be that soft, gentle, warm. You need to still be that because that is being a woman, and men are attracted to that. They're attracted to the feminism, or feminine side of women. Just like a woman feels warm and good when she has a man, um, who is masculine around her, and I'm sure you guys feel that way. I mean, what I'm talking about. You see a guy that's really masculine, you're probably, a lot of women are really attracted to a guy like that who's very confident. It's the opposite side with men. So, ultimately, your guy that you're likely going to want, if you want an alpha guy, you want a guy that's masculine, he's not going to be likely attracted to girl boss. He's not going to be attracted to aggressive, profanity laced, you know, cocky, competitive, pushy, um, type A personality women, who are more almost like a man. That guy is not going to be attracted to that. And that's just the sheer reality of it, and why there's this big disconnect, and why there's so many single gals and guys out there that are not getting together. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. I mean, the best training manual for this, there's two things really, and I mentioned one. The one I mentioned was, look back, read stories, look back on women over, such as, go find women that are older. And we're not talking like someone who's like 40. We're talking like, find women from maybe the silent generation, which I believe they were, a lot of them would be in their 80s and 90s now. It's like, find women like that and go talk to them. You want to know how to find a husband, um, how you need to improve yourself, become more feminine, to attract the man that's going to, protect you and be a life partner and have children with you and protect them too. Go find women who are older, you know, not boomers because they're from the 60s, which that's kind of when a lot of this all started. Go back further. Go to, your grandmas and grandpas, find, go to an assisted living. I mean, go say, hey, can I volunteer here? And just go and talk to people, because there's so many people in assisted livings. My parents personally lived in assisted living before. They're both gone now. They've been gone since 2016. But both of them, together, lived in an assisted living for probably the last 2 or 3 years of their life. And they had a lot of family and stuff around them. But there's so many people in there that have so much knowledge. And it's like, they have things that they will tell you, don't make this mistake. I mean, there's a lot of knowledge there that they can bestow upon you, and it's right there, and it's real. And and the other thing too is, a lot of them are lonely because they don't have people coming in visiting them. So you might be surprised if you decided to go do something like that. um how you could really find a mentor there. And I mean, so many people look at life, and I mean, I'll admit, I've even looked at this too, over life, that it's like, okay, well, um, gosh, it'd be nice to have a mentor. And I mean, it's like, how many videos have you watching on YouTube where they're basically like, I want to find a mentor to who's a a billionaire. I'm going to go fly on his jet and listen to him and stuff. Great. You want to be rich? That's smart. So why are women not maybe applying the same aspect to something that's far more important in their life and their happiness, which would be, finding a husband and having children and having a relationship that's going to be there for them. Um, this whole concept too, which I just think is funny, of it's like I don't need a man, I want a man, is I'm sorry. It's like men need women and women need men. And, 95, 93, 5% of the world is heterosexual men and women in relationships, having families and procreating, and, and so it's like, to really feel fulfilled, I think it's important. You have to have someone like that. But the most important thing, and I've learned this over the years, that it's like, there's a peace to just even having someone there long term, that it's like I know that person's there for me and I can trust them. Um, you know, but it's like that trust is not built overnight, and you have to actually be that person that appears to a man that I can be trustworthy from a lot of different aspects in life. So anyway, so go find, look back through history, look at women from ages past, read stories, go and actually try to find some women if you don't have access to maybe some women that are, we're not women that are in their 60s, but like women that are in their 80s, and go and try to search out those people, go find them, and it's a good two-way street because they will enjoy your company too. And you might find, surprisingly, that it'll make you feel good because they will care, because that's what they used to do. That's who and what 95% of the women from that generation, it's the silent generation on back, the greatest. It's like that's what they do, is they care. It's not all girl boss about me and I'm the crap. And, I mean, it's like they care about their kids, care about their family, care about their husbands, whatever, that may be long gone, because obviously women live longer. Um, so, go find that. And then finally is, if you're a Christian, you believe in the Bible, go look at the Bible. There's so much stuff splattered all over the Bible that basically talks about this, that teaches you how to be a woman. Um, but I really do believe, though, that if more girls in their 20s and 30s had more access and took it seriously, and basically went and tried to learn from older women, and get involved. It's like, go go to a coffee shop, or go somewhere. Go somewhere where there is more people like that are older, and just, you would be shocked how much you can learn, and just spending time with them, volunteering or whatever. It's like you will learn things that you should have learned years ago, and maybe your parents just were not capable of teaching you because they just didn't have the tools to be able to do that, because maybe they didn't have that in their life. I mean, I know, like, for instance, today, as they say that, I think it's a third of all children come from single family households. So obviously that creates kind of a barrier to some of the stuff that I'm talking about. I mean, obviously that's more mothers than but ultimately, is that some of these things, as far as like understanding men and that kind of thing, is if there's no man there, it's kind of hard to really grasp and understand that a little bit. So other than that, hopefully this will help. God bless. Maybe, goes good. I'll make another video here soon. So we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.